Hey guys, this is a quick update for anybody who watches my YouTube channel. I'm on a train right now. If I look tired, that's because I am. And right now I just want to talk to you guys about future videos I'm going to be putting out. So my first two videos are really just kind of experiments, and I didn't really plan them out. So I was thinking that maybe you guys can tell me something that you want to see or something that you want me to go out and do, and I can go out and do it. So also in this video I should explain better what's going on here with my journey. So I was in Rome for about 8 days, and now I'm taking a train down to Genoa. I'm going to be down there for roughly a month. And then after that I'm going to a small town in Italy called Calvania. After that we're going to Naples. So if there's anything in one of those cities that you think would be really cool to go out and see and film, just put it in the comments below or send me an email, message, whatever. I want to tell you guys that in future videos I will not sound this tired and unenthusiastic, and it's going to be a lot more professional. I want to up the quality of my videos. I want to make them more helpful to people who might actually be watching them to get tips on Italy. So now I do just want to end this video with a tip, and this tip regards if you're a tourist walking around seeing things in Rome or pretty much any other city in Italy. There aren't any benches in Italy, pretty much, so make sure that if you go out and walk around that you're wearing some very comfortable shoes, and also make sure that before you left you use the restroom. It can be very hard to find a restroom if you're just walking around in the touristy areas, and when you have to go, you have to go, so you definitely don't want to put yourself in a bad situation. So now, just branching off of that tip, if you're walking around in the touristy areas, it can be very hard to find a cheap meal or anything that's substantial for that matter. The only way to have a decent meal, if you're in one of those areas, is you have to walk into a restaurant and pay some ridiculous price for a small meal. So definitely make sure that you ate plenty before you left, use the restroom before you left, packed comfortable shoes. And also you want to make sure what you are eating isn't too heavy and too greasy. If you wake up in the morning and you eat some kind of greasy meat and cheese, it's not really going to be good for you, because if you're walking around all day you want some kind of fiber, maybe some oatmeal.
Buonasera, sono in capotreno, vi do il benvenuto a bordo dei treni Intercity 518. Il treno fermerà a Viareggio, Massa Centro, La Spezia, Chiavari, Rapallo, Genova Prignole, Genova Piazza Principe, Savona, Finale, Albenga, Alassio, Diano Marina, Imperia, Porto Maurizio, Sanremo, Bordighera e arriverà a Ventimiglia alle ore 23:42. A nome di Trenitalia vi auguro buon viaggio.
Food that I find is really good if you have to eat something quick and be out all day walking around is a jar of peanut butter. Now, this might sound strange to you, but peanut butter is actually very high in calories, and it's not a greasy meat. You know, it's not something that's going to weigh you down. It's an all-natural food, so that's really what I would recommend. Of course, it's also good to drink plenty of water if you're going to be walking around all day, but you actually don't want to do that because it's hard to find restrooms. So when you do buy food, whether it's peanut butter or oatmeal or whatever, make sure that you dedicate at least a few hours out of one day or even a whole day just to going out to the supermarket and buying everything that you'll need. Because guys, when I tell you that the restaurants are expensive, I mean they are very expensive, especially in those touristy areas, because they know that people like you and me are walking around, we're in a foreign country, we're hungry, and we'll settle for anything. So definitely don't fall into that trap. Now, it's great if you can eat everything in the morning before you leave, but it's also cool if you want to pack something for when you're out walking around. But like I said, there's no benches in Italy. If you want to have a place to sit down, you have to go into a restaurant, you have to buy something, you have to spend a lot of money. Definitely don't do that. Some good places to eat are just on the ground. You can sit on the ground. It's not that terribly dirty if you find a nice spot. Or also you can just stand up and lean up against the wall. That also works pretty well. And don't worry about if people are looking at you. It's very normal, you know, because you're just there to try and have a meal, you know. That's what's important. And that's really part of what they rely on too, is that they know that no one wants to stand there up against the wall, like, eating their meal with everyone watching them. But it's definitely worth it, and you'll save a lot of money in the end. So it's great that you're out on the street, leaning up against the wall, sitting on the ground, and eating your meal and saving some money. That's awesome. But there are a few things you have to watch out for if you choose this plan of action. Because anywhere in Italy where there's a lot of tourists walking around, there's going to be people trying to sell you things, and there's going to be a lot of beggars. So make sure that when you're confronted by these people, that you don't look at them, don't react, don't say anything, and don't give them your money. Now, of course, I'm not saying that I have anything against beggars, but I personally think that if you're not working in some way, if you're not doing something to earn the money, then it's really not fair to just hand them money. And also, most of these people are being hired by some criminals to actually go out and get money from you. So if you give them money, you're actually encouraging that. Now, it's a different story if you see someone out on the street who's playing an instrument or doing some kind of dance, you know, whatever. I support that, and I'll give to those people if I can. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. I know this was really just kind of a mix of things, and I didn't really plan this one out. But like I said at the beginning, if there's anything that you want to see me go out and do, or anything that you think would be really interesting to see in Italy through my eyes, through this camera, please post it in the comments or send me an email on Facebook or here on YouTube. So